It's your favorite NPC, and today I will show you how to go from this to this using Photoshop. I will show you step by step how to get rid of pimples, adjust colors, and use all the tools necessary to get the look you like. So let's get started, guys. Let's now edit this portrait together, and the image will also be in the description in case you want to edit the exact same portrait. First off, I want to start by removing all of those things on the skin. So I'm going to do that by creating a new curves layer. I'm going to put the brightness up right here, and I'm going to invert the entire layer, like so. Now I'm going to take a brush. I decrease the flow to probably around 2 to 3%. And now I'm going to draw on the curves layer to make specific spots a little bit brighter. And the only difference between those spots and the rest of the skin is that those pimples right here are a little bit darker. So by making them a little bit brighter by using curves, we can make it appear even. And this is something that will just take a lot of time. So I have to use a white color, and now I have to paint on the layer mask, like so. And that was the first one. I'm going on to the second one, like so. And for you, I'm actually going to speed this process up because this can really take a lot of time. So approximately 20 minutes later, this is what the result looks like. So now 20 minutes later, this is the result. So this was the before and this is the after. And of course, it's not 100% perfect, but I think you get the idea. And you could spend a lot more time to make literally all of this go away. But I'm going to keep it like this for now because it's enough for this demo. Now I can also use another curve and I'm going to make this one a little bit darker, like so. Again, I'm going to invert it. And now, if you take a look right here, you also have those spots right here that are a little bit too bright. And now again, you can take the brush and just go over those spots as well to make the skin look even or appear even cleaner, to be precise, like so. And this again is a little bit time consuming. Don't get rid of the highlights because they are important. But if something is a little bit brighter, for example, because the skin is uneven, then you might want to get rid of it, for example, like so. And right here. But this is a lot less for the skin, for example, because of course, most uneven spots come from the pimples. And they are obviously a little bit darker, not brighter. Right here, for example, and right here. And I think you understand how this works. So now you can use the top layer that is darker to get rid of brighter parts, and the bottom layer, which is brighter, to get rid of darker parts, like so. And by doing so, you can get really clean skin. And I leave it up to you to spend more time on this if you want to. For me, this right here is kind of right. So I'm going to take all of those layers and I'm going to convert them to a smart object. Now I'm going to press Ctrl J to duplicate this layer. I'm going to use Filter, Blur. I'll use a Gaussian blur right here. Yeah, something like this should be all right. So 8.8, for example. I'm going to press OK. I'm going to alt-click the layer mask to create an inverted layer mask. And now I'm going to take this brush once again with a white color. And I'm going to go over the layer mask right here to make the skin even cleaner at some spots. Right here. And now, even though I didn't spend that much time on the skin, it still looks kind of right, as you can see, or kind of clean, I would say. So now, this is the effect that we're getting. I think this looks a lot better already, like so. So this is the before, and this is the after. Now, let me also add a little bit of color to the eyes, or make the eyes pop, to be precise. In order to do so, I'm again going to use a curves adjustment layer and make this one a lot brighter. I'm going to invert the layer mask. I'm again going to use the white brush with a flow of 5. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And now I'm going to go and add some light to the bottom of the iris right here, like so. And I can make everything a little bit brighter, but especially the bottom part will be a lot brighter, like so. And this will make the eyes pop, as you can see. I'm going to do the exact same for the other side. So everything will be a little bit brighter, but especially the bottom part will be a lot brighter, like so. And this bottom part especially will make the eyes pop a lot more, like this. Now I'm also going to make the outer part a little bit wider, because this will increase the contrast, and more contrast makes something pop out a little more, like so. And of course the exact same on the other side, like so. And now I can show you the before and the after. So before and after. And in my opinion, this looks a lot better already. I can also use hue saturation. I'm going to increase the saturation for everything. Now I'm going to invert the mask. And again, I take the brush and I go over my eyes with a flow of 5 to make my eyes pop out a little more, because now they are a little more saturated, as you can see. So this is the before and this is the after. It's up to you what you prefer, but I think this here looks kinda alright. And maybe the curves effect is a little bit too strong, so I'm just going to reduce it by a little bit. Like so, and maybe actually even a little more, because it was really, really strong. And this was before, this was after. Now, if we take a look at the background, we could also add a tealish color overlay to that one. So I'm going to convert everything to a smart object again. I'm going to duplicate this layer. I'm going to say select subject, like so. It will select the subject. So now it has my subject. I'm going to press the layer mask to create a layer mask that only contains the person. So now we only have the person right here. And now I can just create a tealish background on the second layer. So right here on this one. And later on, I'm going to activate the top layer and this will contain my person. So I'm going to say selective color, for example. And now to my neutrals, I can add a little bit of cyan, for example, like so. And let me also activate the top layer so we really see what this is doing. So I'm going to add a little bit more cyan right here, maybe a little bit more blue as well, like this. And you can see this makes my subject already pop a lot more. Maybe a little more blue, a little more cyan as well. And I think this looks a lot better already. Now let's also target the skin maybe, or the person in general. And let's add a little bit of vibrance to the person. So I'm going to say, give me color and vibrance. I'm going to create a clipping mask for color and vibrance to our person, because I only want to affect this person right here. And now I'm going to add a little bit more vibrance to our person, like so. And now I think all of this looks kind of alright already. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to convert all of this to a smart object. Now I'm going to press filter by selecting the layer, so filter, camera raw filter, like so. And now I'm just going to test out a couple of different styles. So maybe I'm going to decrease the temperature. I'm going to increase the vibrance a little bit, like so. Maybe I try to play around with the highlights a little bit, but I think they're kind of right already. Now we can also make the lips pop a little more by going to the color mixer. I'm going to select saturation, and for the reds, I'm going to increase the saturation just a little bit, like so. I think also my eyes are in the green range. So I could also increase the greens right here a little bit, which should make the eyes pop a little more. And maybe the aquas. Yeah, but I think this is kind of alright. Now I'm going to leave the aquas to 0. And now this here is the finished image. So I'm going to press OK. And now this right here is the before. And this right here is the after. So again, before and after. Of course, it's personal preference. You could also argue that the first portrait is kind of alright and pretty nice already. And a lot in the end comes down to taste. This here is really stylized and some people might not even like this look. But I think you understand how you can get the look that you like. And in the end, you can just use the tools I showed you to create whatever you prefer.